What's happening, guys? Sam Adams here, and welcome back to another episode of The Drop, the weekly series that brings you news about the hottest games coming out across the PlayStation 4, Xbox One, PC, Switch, whatever they might be coming out on. We will talk about it right here. And this week is riddled with significant Switch releases, but it is relatively light in the grand scheme of things. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Starting things off, we have Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate coming to the Nintendo Switch. This critically acclaimed action RPG series makes its debut on Nintendo Switch. Take on epic hunts on the go or from the comfort of your own home. Choose from 14 different weapon types, mix and match them with unique hunting styles and hunter arts, or even play as an adorable but ferocious feline in Prowler mode. This game spent a significant amount of time on the 3DS before being ported over to the Switch, which is what we are seeing this week. Now, I will say it's not nearly as accessible as something like your Monster Hunter World, which of course has broken many records and is a big hit in 2018. But when it comes to a Monster Hunter on the Switch, this is a pretty good one to see ported over, and if you are looking forward to Monster Hunter on the Switch, then you can pick up Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate this week whenever it drops on Nintendo's newest piece of hardware. Next up, we have Blob 2 coming to the Nintendo Switch. In Blob 2, Comrade Black and the Ickies are back with a whole new plot to rid the world of color. With all new help from Papa Blank and his followers the Blanks, Blob and his friends will have their work cut out for them, bringing color back to the citizens of Prisma City. Set off on an action-packed color adventure with 12 new single-player story levels where custom paints, patterns, and music bring the world to life in any way that you want. Speed smash through walls, jet jump over skyscrapers, and slam squash Inkies with all new power-ups that turn you into a super blob. Paint your way past icy outposts, tropical biodomes, and distant space stations to free the citizens of Prisma City. Inside, outside, above the earth, and below it, Blob embarks on mini missions and epic boss battles to restore color and music back to this rich universe. And of course, you can also share the experience with the ability to recruit your friends to join the color evolution in an all-new cooperative multiplayer mode. So with the Blob 2, I do think that it has a pretty good crossover value here on the Nintendo Switch because it looks a lot like Splatoon. Of course, they're very different games in their core fundamentals, but overall, relatively similar in terms of aesthetic, and so I'm sure that many people that enjoyed Splatoon will end up checking out the Blob. But of course, on top of that, the game has come out on pretty much every console over the past 10 years. The game came out back in 2011 and has since come to the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, it's on PC, it's on the PS3, Xbox 360, I believe, the Wii, a ton of other stuff. So if you haven't played the Blob 2, if you have a video game console that's 10 years old or newer, then you can probably find it on there, but it's coming out on the Nintendo Switch this week. Next up, we have Fire Pro Wrestling World coming out on the PlayStation 4. The greatest grappling game returns to take on the world. Customize every aspect of the match, from your wrestler to the ring itself, in your fight for the championship belt. Play online, organize exhibition matches, tournaments, leagues, championship bouts, and battle royales with players from around the world. Mix up the rules. Modes include deathmatch, steel cage, barbed wire, or landmines, no holds barred, gruesome fighting, and SWA homebrew rules that mix pro wrestling and MMA. Unlimited customization. Create your dream wrestler from over 1,000 devastating moves and even more body parts to battle for custom championship belts. Personalize the ring, mat logos, and even the referee. Realistic simulation. Give your creations personalities with a robust CPU logic system that defines their every action. Does your wrestler play to the crowd or play dirty? You provide actors for the ringside drama. When it comes to Fire Pro Wrestling World, I am sure that the gameplay itself is perfectly fine, but the draw of this game, for me anyways, comes with the customization, because you can literally customize every aspect of this match to fit your own parameters. So if you have a little club that you would like to host a wrestling match with, this fits your bill. You can put your logo on it. If you have a YouTube channel and you want to put your logo and customize your referee to be one of the people on your YouTube channel, whatever you want to do, you can do that. It's a very interesting game, and one that I think is going to be a hit with content creators specifically. However, if you have a group of friends you play with, if you just want to jump in and customize your own wrestling arena with your own kinds of rules, if you want to see what other people can make, then keep your eye on Fire Pro Wrestling World, which is coming out on the PlayStation 4 this week. And to round out this week's releases, we do have Yakuza Kiwami 2 coming out on the PlayStation 4. 1 year after the 10 billion yen incident, Kazuma Kiryu begins to build a peaceful life with, oh my god, what are these names? Haruka Sawamura. Tearing him away, an assassination threatens to erupt in an all-out war between the Tojo clan and the Omi Alliance. Kiryu, the Dragon of Dojima, must travel to Sotenbori, Osaka. Don't you guys love it when I get these games? Osaka, in an attempt to broker peace between the rival clans. But Ryuji Koda known as the Dragon of Kansai, will stop at nothing to get his, for in this world, there can be only one dragon. Yakuza Kiwami 2 is a recreation of the original Yakuza 2, completely rebuilt in the Dragon engine, the same engine used in developing Yakuza 6, The Song of Life, which means you'll be able to experience gorgeous graphics on top of enjoying seamless transitions, no loading screens, between battles or when entering or leaving buildings. Voice lines and cutscenes have been re-recorded to be as true as the original as possible, while reaping the benefits of the most powerful engine the Yakuza series has ever seen. I wanted to bring this one up because I know a ton of people are fans of Yakuza, and of course with the Yakuza 6 coming out next year, it's definitely getting a lot of hype and a lot of remakes, etc, etc. I care nothing about this game. Zip, zilch, nada. But if you want to check out Yakuza Kiwami 2, it's coming out on the PlayStation 4 this week. And so that wraps up this week's episode of The Drop. If you did enjoy this week's episode, be sure to drop me a like down below, and in the comments section let me know what you think about my pronunciations of everything Yakuza related, and also what games this week does entail. Are you going to be picking anything up? Does anything strike your fancy? Let me know in the comment section down below, and if you happen to be new to the channel, I do have a ton of other content as well as a gaming news show, which is hosted right here weekdays on youtube.com/SamuelAdamsMedia. But as for right now, I appreciate you guys watching this episode of The Drop. I will talk to you soon. Peace.